Hello, in today's video I would like to show you how to use Hashcat and the power of Hashcat. So just before we start, I would like to show you the basically power and what we can achieve with Hashcat, right? So you're gonna go into terminal and your Kali Linux or any other terminal or any operating system you have. I suggest Kali Linux because it's already installed with everything that you need. So we're just gonna do terminal because it's no Windows, and we're just gonna do this hashcat help, and as soon as it loads, as you can see, it loads a big sort of text. So as you can see, it gives you some information that will help you get you started. I will show you how to get you started. However, you should also practice yourself so you can basically get better at it, right? So this is just the basics. I'm not going to take you through this because it'll take too long. But the most important is the -M, -A, -O, and that's sort of it, right? Now this is the second most important section, is hashes. So for example, we have MD4, MD5. In this video we're going to do MD5, right? There's SHA-3, SHA-2, SHA-3, SHA-224. There's lots and lots. MD5, PassSalt, SaltPass. There's lots and lots of stuff, right? There's also AES 192.256.128. Linux kernel, Cisco, that's iOS, so that's devices, I'm pretty sure. iPhone passcode, if you forget your passcode. Let's see, what else? There's Microsoft Office, PDF. So if you forget your password to like a PDF you need to access, you can crack it. There's a lot, there's 7-zip, there's a lot of stuff, right? And as you can see, it says it's categorized. And there's also features, formats, modes, and lots of stuff. So there's also character set. So like, what sort of characters would you like to use to break the password? Device type and more stuff, right? And also there's workload profiles. Now, I've not tested this myself, but I can tell you that you should probably not go beyond high. You should not go beyond high because you're going to fry your components, right? And also to monitor your temperature, I have actually recorded a video on my other channel, which there's not much on it, there's only one video, but it will help you to monitor your temperature using a program called Speci. If you would like to check it out and install it and check it for yourself, make sure to go into the comment section and I'll post a video there, right? And if you can subscribe to my channel and this channel, I'll appreciate it. And there's also basic examples which will get you started. Now, you don't really need this because I'm going to show you how to get you started. I'm going to do more videos, but today is just a tutorial, basic tutorial in how to get started, right? So now, we're just gonna shut this down, right? We're gonna go into this. So I already have a written command for me. I'll explain everything, what this means, what this is, and stuff like that. I'm not gonna click it just before I do everything. I'm just gonna show you. So the first thing you should do is go to your desktop because it'll make everything easier. So if you go to CD desktop, make sure it's capital D, and to check make sure you're in the desktop, either you can check here, or you can do ls and dir, directory and list. And obviously if you can recognize stuff, then it's your desktop, right? So you can close this down. Make sure you obviously close it and open the one in one terminal, and don't close it, right? I only closed it because I was showing you. So basically I'll explain everything now. So we just do hashcat -M, which specifies the hash we're actually going to use. So 0, if you remember, 0 is MD5 and we're cracking MD5, so we use 0. ADIX designs the dictionary attack, so we're going to 0. /o designs the output file. So once it's done, it will specify the file, right? So as you can see, crack.txt will create a file about here somewhere on the desktop. Hashes.txt specifies the file we're going to crack. So if we open this, as you can see, there's some MD5 hashes. And now this is the word list. Now, how do I get word list? If you go to either, there's a couple ways you can do this, right? So either you press your Windows button or whatever you have, you write word list. And as you can see, there's some word lists that you can find by going into these categories. Now, how do I make sure that I'm in the right directory? You either do dir or ls, and as you can see, there's roku.txt, which we're going to use. There's some other ones as well. For example, if I go to cdrb, as you can see, there's some word lists to use, and there's also some other stress and vulnerables. There's a lot. I'm not going to go through any of them because there's too much. We're just going to focus on the roku.txt, which isn't just in the normal word list directory. So we can close this, or what we can do is, as I said, if you want to do a bit hacker mode, so you just do cd user share word lists just this. And if you want to launch Roku, I'm not going to do it, right, because it'll freeze my computer, right? What you can do is sudo nano, I think. I'm not sure if it's protected or not. Just the sudo nano roku.txt. I'm not going to press it, right? It might ask you for a password because we're using sudo now. Make sure that if you're running sudo, you don't change anything. If you want to run it safely, you just do nano and roku.txt and you press enter. I'm not going to do it yet. Okay, so I've showed you how to get word lists. So you just close it. So you do the same thing how to get a word list, right? You do /user/share/wordlist/roku.txt. Make sure you put txt at the end and it's the right file. This is very important. And capital letters also matter, right? So if it's like, for example, capital W and capital L, make sure you put capital L and capital W, okay? Now, there's just this. What does this mean? I'll tell you in a second. I'll actually show you in a second what this does. So I'm just going to delete this. I'm not going to hashcat run. And as you can see, it actually cracked it. Now, the reason is for you, this might not work if you... Oh yeah, sorry. The reason is because, as you can see, only output 1. The reason is because there's a special, as you can see, special command that we need to put in. And as you can also see, it says guess q. So it shows you some stuff. So as you can see, session hashcat status cracked, hash mode MD5. It shows you which hash target. It shows you how long it took. So it took me 1 second. Guess base. That's the word list. Guess how many sort of passwords you have cracked and what's the success rate, speed, and stuff like that. There's no really more information you need, right? Now, for me, as you can see, I only cracked 1 password. Well, the reason is, as you can see, because they're all of 6, right? So if you take crack.txt and you just press upper arrow, and pop file disable, and this is important because if you want to crack again password, the same password, right? Because what Hashcat does is, if you already have cracked the same hash and the same password, it basically avoids it, right? Because it says, okay, I've cracked this, I'm going to save you time, I'm going to save you the energy for you to even look at it, okay? So if you do this, the special command, which is pop hyphen pop file hyphen disable, press enter, and as you can see, it has cracked all the 6 hashes that I had, right? Which is actually useful, right? So I'm gonna post these hashes in the description below so you can check it out yourself. And hope you've enjoyed the video. If you can, as I said, subscribe earlier if I helped you somehow. I'm gonna post more and more videos. I just don't have the right time now because I'm working as well. I'm sort of teaching myself, I'm learning new stuff. So I'm trying to upload as many videos as I can. And as I said, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you can leave a comment what I could improve for my next videos, what I could to help you, and if you need any help, make sure to hit me in the comments. Thank you and see you in the next time.